So first, I like to get a clean bowl out, take a little bit of kind of hot water, not too hot to touch, and I'm gonna throw our mangled eyelashes in there. What I want is for them to kind of lose their shape, and this will help to loosen up any mascara that's on there, and you can just let them soak. Honestly, for myself, what I normally like to do is just run them under hot water on the tap, just until they look like they start to lose their shape a little bit. Water's looking gross. This is actually something that's one of my favorite things to do, even when the lashes are new, because I kind of like them to look a little bit more on the wispy side, and you get kind of more of a wispy, natural looking lash, having really extreme length but kind of in a natural shape. Next, I'm going to remove them from the water. What I like to do when they're still kind of warm, sorry, I painted my own nails so there's nail polish everywhere, but I'm just going to pinch it in between my fingers and brush it out. All the glue and mascara is going to come out with it, and I'm making sure that I'm not letting this end part curl in, because that's not a good look. And you can see it starting to get its shape. I also like to roll it like this to kind of get rid of a little bit of the curl, because like I said, I want it to be a little bit more on the wispy side. How it dries is kind of how it's going to stay, so make sure you get your shape that you want while it's still a little bit wet, and then you can let it to dry. It takes like 4 seconds to dry. It'll probably be done drying by the time I'm finished combing this. Spread it out if you need to. Peel off any excess glue. I would recommend getting the glue off while it's still dry, like before you dip it, just because the glue can get a little rubbery and then harder to peel off. Alrighty. So that to me looks pretty good, because this is how you're going to see the lash when it's on the eye. It's kind of more wispy, like so. That's gonna make for a really great lash to stack with. It's really long, but the spaces are perfect, so it's not super doll-like and too full like the end of a broom. Then you can give it like a good final comb to get it a little bit more wispy while it's kind of drying. Oops, one went a little sideways, little rebel. For layering, I actually like to use a shorter pair of lashes with a pair of long ones. These I got from like Walmart, and they were like, I don't know, 12 bucks for 5 pairs, which is not bad at all, $12 Canadian. And I'm gonna take our brushed out and combed lash. Because this band is a little bit shorter, I'm gonna line it up just before the end band of this lash. I like to stack them before I put them on. Some people like to stack them after, but I feel like it just puts too much glue on your eye when you're stacking them on your actual eye. So that just kind of fills in any gaps that were there. I like to kind of pinch it and slide it like this. Oops, like this, so that it stays together at the band, and then you don't see any separation. Sometimes it's hard to get them to stick down. And then you've got these perfect looking lashes that you just kind of custom made, and that ain't nobody gonna be wearing them because you made them yourself and customized them. I find the best layering comes from 2 different lashes. I feel like it just looks more natural, but that's kind of how you'll see it. These are ones that I will use often. Like I said, you see them like this on the eye, not like this. I've got lash extensions on right now, so it's a little hard to show you how they look on the eye. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on anyways, because I know somebody out there is gonna be like, why couldn't you just put it on? So this is for you. I've got eyelash extensions on, like I said, so it'll probably look, you know, a little bit thicker, but here it goes. I'm just gonna place it on top because I'm about to do a tutorial. So this is kind of what it looks like. Like I said, I have eyelash extensions on, so this is gonna be a little bit thicker, and the eyelash extensions are kind of pushing it upwards. Maybe I'll use it in the tutorial I'm about to do, and then I'll direct you guys there. But anyways, that's what it looks like. And I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Before, after. Magical. Womp womp womp. After. Much better. So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow, and stay pretty.